What's up, guys? Anime review here. Yes, it's called Anime Central's review channel, but it is my channel anyways because I made Anime Central's other channel, which is a Nightcore channel, which was terminated. Just to let you guys know. I'm here to review some anime that I had from my collection. Most of my collection is at my mom's house. My parents were in a divorce. Blah blah blah. Not gonna get into that, but I'm gonna review the anime I've watched on my collection. The Karaz series right here was a really good series. There are two movies. This one right here was made in 2005, and this one was made in 2009. Uh, they're both really good animes. I really recommend them. Basically, what happens in it is demons from the underworld are living in this world, like Earth and all that. And these people track them down, try to figure out what's happening. Police agency discovering, researching them, and all that. A lot of gunfire, a lot of good fight scenes. CGI is perfect in this movie. It's not. I can't really go into depth because I watched it, but I don't remember half what happened in the show. There are certain people in the show that do die. I can probably point at one person on the back of the DVD that does die, but that would be spoiling it. A lot of kids and a lot of guys die in the show. A lot of gunfire. A lot of cool scenes in the movies. I did get this. It's called Iki Trozen, and it's basically about the school that promotes fighting, like school fighting, and they have these earrings or these blue teardrops things. Like it's like this. I can't really show it on too because it's like a mirror on my camera, but like uh, the show is really good. Like this girl right here on the back has like earrings, which means she's allowed to it gives her power to fight. And each time she doesn't have it, these teardrop things I'm trying to explain. Sorry, is like it tells everybody, "Hey, I'm here to fight. Come at me," or something like, "Come at me. I'm ready to fight. I'm able to fight." And in this movie and this show, I think it has like 4 episodes on here because it's only the first one. I don't got the second one or anything. Well, crap. Oh, never mind. This is the full series. But like, basically the blue teardrop tells them, "Hey, that girl or man is able to fight. Don't hold back and fight him." So like they fight. If you like break the teardrop or lose it or anything, then and you just say, "Hey, fight me, I have it," and they're like, "Hey, prove it," and they don't have it, then like either you don't fight or like it's basically just a battle royale kind of show. They fight to the death or until they win. It's kind of a weird show. I haven't watched this yet. I think I watched like the first 5 minutes of the episode 1 of this show called Gatekeepers. I didn't really watch all of it to like get into it. I didn't really get into it. I have it in my collection. I'm not gonna get rid of it or sell it or anything. I would like to have it in my collection for my upcoming business I plan on making when I'm 18, and I want this in my collection to be given so people can get it, rent it, watch it for like $5 or something like that. But like I haven't watched this all the way. I only watched 5 minutes of it, but it might be good, might be bad. I have to take my opinion for it. Some people online on social media said it's pretty good, but it's not as good as a show I'm about to show you. Next is Jubi-chan, the Ninja Girl, The Secret of the Lovely Eye Patch. Basically, it's about an eye patch from like ancient feudal Japan, and she has the bloodline of a woman from ancient Japan who was like super powerful with like swords and junk and killed everybody and all that. She has like the bloodline, or like she is a descendant from them, and this like ninja guy from like feudal Japan or something like that found a way to get into the future and give the eye patch to the girl to like say, "Hey, keep this with you at all times. Put it on when you're in trouble. It will help you later on in life and all that." And like it's so stupid. It's like in every single episode, this has like 6 episodes on it or something like that. On the other one, and the other one has like the same amount or something like that. But like in the show, every single time, like a parent, like a teacher or a higher up above her finds out, hey, that's Jubi-chan, they're like, hey, let's kill her, take her junk and all that. Like I think it's gonna be good if they kill her and then they'll get, I don't know, brownie points, whatever you call them. Uh, I would show you this, but I have two of them. It's Hellsing. I watched this a long time ago. I think last month I watched this Hellsing episode, 3 episode thing. Right after I watched the 3 episodes of the Hellsing, episode 1, Undead, Club M, and Sword Dancer. After I watched this, I was really hooked to the show. So what I did was I went to the nearest bookstore, or I guess you could say nerd thrift store, I guess you could say, and I got the box set of Hellsing, and it comes with all 4 of them. It comes with the first one again, so I got 2 of these, and then I got the second one with the other 3, the Innocent as Human or Brotherhood of Denzone. The next one was Duel, Kill House, and Red Rose Virgil. And then the last ones were like Masler, the Monster, Master of Monster, and then like Transcend Force, Total Destruction, and Hellfire. It's really good. I really recommend watching this show. That's why I got the show, I guess you could say twice. But it's really good. I really recommend it. Basically, it's about vampires and like ghouls. When the vampires kill somebody, they turn to a ghoul to work with them and help them fight other vampires or ghouls or soldiers, whatever. Later on in the series, there's gonna be like a major plot twist, and it's gonna be really cool. I won't spoil it for you guys, but it's a really good show. I really recommend it. There's just the dubbed version. It does have a Japanese version. The dubbed version, they're all speaking British except this guy right here. He speaks normal. I don't have problems with the British. The British are pretty cool. I like British people. But this show is a really good show. I really recommend watching this show. It has a lot of blood, has a lot of fighting scenes. There is one scene on episode 3 of the episode 2 of this of Hellsing, the first 3 episode set. There is a scene that you guys, if you guys are under 18, I highly don't recommend watching that scene if you don't want to. I'm not bossing you guys around, but like if you are under 18, I guess you can skip the scene. But like, there's a scene that I'm not supposed to mention it because I want ads. But like, there's a really bad scene in there. If you want to watch it, watch it. Don't want to watch it, don't watch it. Your choice. But like, it's really cool. A lot of cool gun fights, a lot of cool sword fights, and all that. A lot of cool plot twists, a lot of yelling, a lot of blood, and all that. It's a really good show. Really recommend it. Like I recommended the other shows. And then there's my other whole series of an anime that I've seen it before on YouTube. Like these people posted on YouTube and like put like, "Hey, listen to my anime" and all that. And I watched it there. It was really good for me. I watched it, I think, 2 years ago or 1 year ago. I watched it all. I forgot that I watched it until I bought this at the thrift store, the nerd thrift store. I put on the first episode and I was like, "Hey, I've seen this before," and I was like, "Oh, what's the point of watching it if I already saw it?" But I watched this. It's basically about this woman right here. That's an alien that comes from space, and she's basically in love with this kid. I don't know. I know it's illegal for teachers to like kids a little bit too much, if you know what I mean. But like it's in the show. Uh, there's a lot of suggestive scenes, if you know what I mean, on the show. I don't really recommend you watching this. Well, I do recommend you watching it, but like I don't recommend if you watch this like maybe in front of your parents or something like that. Certain things in the show might not be suited for kids under like 15 or something like that. I did watch it. It was a really good TV show for me at the time. I really enjoyed it. I really recommend it. So like, watch the show on like YouTube. I can probably put it down in the description below. The YouTube links. I saw it on there. I might not. If not, I'll probably put like and subscribe because that's what I'm going to say at the end of the video. Yeah, that's this show. I basically showed off all the anime in my collection, which is 1, 2, 3, 4 DVDs in this, so I call it 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I just found out today this too, so that's 13, 14, 15, 16. There'll be 16 anime DVDs in my collection, which is really good for a start. I got a lot of manga and anime off of eBay. Most of my manga came from eBay. About 44 manga books off eBay. I might or might not put in the description on eBay like a link to eBay where I bought the manga. It might not be on there because I bought it all, but like I bought like 44 manga books. I'm pretty sure. And at the time before that, I had like a lot. I think I had like 25 or something like that. I don't know the math. I don't know how much I have, but I ended up with like 87 manga because I had 86 first. But this past weekend, I bought a manga book, and I'm currently reading it right now, even though I've read all the other ones in my collection. But I'm reading it. I'll show it off later right after I'm done reading it. And since I have a little bit of time before I end this video, I am going to show off the Full Metal Alchemist series. I don't have all the Full Metal Alchemists with me. I don't own all the Full Metal Alchemists. I did watch the show, watch both shows, Brotherhood and Normal One, and I have 2 of the manga books which came with the collection, and it's out of order, but I could still show it off. It's number 1 and it's number 4. I'm currently reading number 4 to find tiny details of the anime show. If you guys really want to dig down deep into the anime show that you are currently watching, I highly recommend looking up if it has a manga, and if it does, read the manga as well as watch the show, because you will find tiny details that the show may have missed when it's been made into the show. If you guys don't know what Fullmetal Alchemist is, I guess I could shove this into the video. Next video might be about Naruto, because I have like 3 of them right now. Fullmetal Alchemist, really good TV show, highly recommend it. About these 2 kids that wanted to bring their mother back from the dead with alchemy. And alchemy is when they do this crap on the show. If you haven't seen it, they do this, and they like pat their hands down. If you have a transmutation circle on it, and create something. They tried doing that on their mom and tried to bring her back to life to see her smile, which is very dear to my heart because that would be I would be happy for them if they got their mom back. And that was sad when I learned that his mom died in the TV show, and I read in the book. This book has less details than the show does. Watch the show before you read the mangas all the time, but after you watch the show, read the manga to find the details. Like in this show, there are tiny details. In this book, manga, I found tiny details that the show had, but this manga didn't. So, which was pretty crazy. And then and the 4th one, I didn't have the 3rd one or number 2, but I already knew what happened anyways. They just went to the Laboratory 5, found a bunch of people in armor, their souls trapped in it. They fought, blah blah blah. Basically, you could say the trapped souls in the armor are people, and that means like two people died in the book. I guess you could say. A lot of gunfire, a lot of cool fighting scenes. The first one, a fat dude died. Poor fat dudes. Fat dudes are amazing. I'm amazing. But a fat dude died. He was a priest. He had a ring, and he was like, it was the Philosopher's Stone, and it was on his ring finger, and he was creating things without like punishment. But like, so he died. It recoiled on his arm like metal went all over his arm and all that. And he fought with it, but he died eventually. And at the end of the number 1, there was a guy with automail, which you will see in the show that Edward Elric has a metal arm and a metal leg. This is a guy for transmutation because he tried saving his brother and his mom at the same time, and he lost an arm and a leg. See what I did there? Lost an arm and a leg. But number 4, at the end of number 1, a guy with automail opened fire, and his arm was like cut in half. It was a better looking arm. To my opinion, I think it was a better looking arm than Edward's, because Edward's was just a hand. He could just morph anything because he was metal. But the guy with the gun had a gun, and he was like a super battle droid from like Star Wars. And he like all he had to do was like clench his fist and it opened fire, and it was really cool. I highly recommend reading these 2 Fullmetal Alchemist mangas, and I really do enjoy watching these animes that I got from the store, Mr. K's is the best place to go to. They're not sponsoring me any at all, but like I will put down in the link below to Mr. K's website so you figure out what they are, and maybe it's near your town or city. But like they have a big anime and manga selection you can get there and buy. I'm currently, if I count the manga and the anime together, I have like 102 or 102, whatever, in my collection right now. My goal is a small goal of 500. It was like 10,000, but like that would take way too long. So I lowered down to 500 for now. I'll tell you guys more details about my Anime's Central Cafe. That's the name of it. That's the name of what's going to be. I'm going to tell you more details of that in the next video. Also, Naruto and the anime and the manga I'm reading right now. In the next video, if you guys want to learn about my idea of my store, where you like rent manga and rent DVDs and all that for me and all that, and eat cookies and eat cake and drink coffee and all that. If you want to learn all about that junk, I would just pop a like, maybe add a comment saying, sure, I'll do it, or like add a comment anyways, comment on the video, teach me what to do to improve the video if you want me to improve it, and I will talk to you guys soon. Thanks for listening to me, guys, and I will talk to you soon. See you later.